Matt, return to winning ways, a relief?
Yeah, the last 3 weeks has been hard. I think, as I said in my programme notes this week, that actually we're fully aware that when we played Penmail and Bishop's Lydia, that we didn't play our best but still won. However, the last 3 games we've actually been fairly decent, and the result hasn't gone our way, and that's football for you, unfortunately. But it's nicer to get the result, isn't it? It's nicer to have the 3 points on the board.
Nice to do it with a very young team. I think you messaged yesterday, you said something like 7 were under 21, a couple of 16-year-olds as well in the starting 11.
Yeah, I think our age of our squad today, the starting 11 had 7 under 21-year-olds playing the day, and that goes to show about what I've said since I came here, was I want to get a young, youthful team. I want a pathway for young players to work their way up, and we've had 2 players make their first starting debuts today, and I thought they were fantastic, in Sadie in goal and Amy on the wing. We have obviously Esme that's been playing regularly on the other wing. She's been getting full games most weeks. I mean, they're all 16-year-old players. They're prospects that are going to start building and developing. They've only got a brighter future ahead of them.
When did Sadie know that she was playing? Because obviously Sophie Campbell's usual number one. She dropped out sick, I understand.
Sadie knew she was playing last night. Right. That was as soon as I could let her know, and I thought it was common courtesy to let her know a day in advance, so she had time to prepare herself mentally. But I thought today she was fantastic in goal. Obviously there was nerves there. There will be. They're young, and it's it was quite a big crowd there today for them. But they did fantastically well, and Sadie especially got a clean sheet on her debut in goal.
Amy Key as well, you knew number 9, playing out wide, sort of the Emily Bristow role, and she slotted in really nicely too.
Yeah, I think our 2 wingers started off the game today. Obviously we had Esme start on the left. She's been doing a job for us in recent weeks and done really well there. Amy's come in today on the right, did really well. I think she had the beating of the fullback today, which gave her that little bit more game time. I think ideally I don't want 16-year-olds playing 90-minute games. I think it's not very fair on their development. However, she had the beating of that defender, so we had to give her credit where credit was due and let her keep going and keep attacking that side. Obviously then again on the other side we had Bronnie come in as well on the wing. So I think today our wingers really did help develop a sort of a sense of attack against a team that had 4 defenders back for the majority of the game, and it was very difficult to break down. Yeah,
that must be the pleasing thing, that you did eventually manage to break them down. Perhaps a stroke of luck there with the first goal from Chelsea Giles, though she's earned it, I think, for her efforts this season.
I think she'll tell you it was deliberate. I'll probably tell you it's deliberate, but I think everyone watching knows that was a cross. So, but no, I don't think it was luck more than anything. I think it was coming. We had several opportunities in the build-up to that goal where Bronnie will admit herself, 2 one-on-ones straight at the keeper. Bronnie's come off at the end of the game and she should have had a hat-trick. We knew it was coming, and I think actually, I don't want to say too much because I know some of our opposition like to watch these videos after games to sort of figure out what we're going to do. But I think we tried something different today. First half, it was all new. Didn't really implement it the way we wanted to. Second half, we did it, and we did exactly what we asked, and it came to light. And it could have been, 3 or 4 goals more than what it was. But taking nothing away from Wellington, they probably should have had 2 on the board as well.
Strangely, that Bronnie Cranfield's goal was probably the most difficult chance. She actually took it so well. She's very calm. A through ball from Ali Daigutis goes round the keeper, and you think, is it going to run out of play? And she's just there to touch in. So a great moment for her to wrap up the win that late. Yeah, definitely. I think Bronnie is one of those that's going to keep popping up here and there and getting those goals. And I think the more confidence she gets, I think if it was a few weeks further down the line with a bit more confidence, I think she slots the first 2 as well. So yeah, it was definitely the most difficult out of the 3, but yeah, it's coming. We are starting to settle again. It's a long season, as it is difficult, and those players will find their way in time. Good confidence though, going to Ilminster next week, who did a job on us back in October, I think, here at Twerton Park. A bit of a revenge mission against, a team that was a very competitive league anyway, but they've picked up some good results. Yeah, I mean, Ilminster, for one, came down here in the last game, and they brought their player of the match from the first team the week before to play, who then happened to get an assist and a goal on the day. I don't think the scoreline really tells the whole game. We had, first half was obviously, I think, 3-0. Second half, there was a clear penalty waved away. We hit the post, we missed an open goal. It could have been a 3-3 game in that first one. I'm not saying that that's going to be the same next week, because as we're aware, our home form is better than our away form. We've got to put our hands up on that one, and the stats don't lie. Away from home, we haven't
maybe performed as much as we like. We're trying to figure out why. We've got a lot of injuries as well, but we're going to go there and we're going to give it a good go, and hopefully, that game is going to be the one that might settle second place between us, and if Wales then drop points as well, but between the three of us, that might be the big change in the season for everyone.
Yeah, it's going to be a tantalising one next week. Thank you very much for chatting to us again after this one for a 2-0 win. Well done, Matt.
Thank you very much.